Hi there, I'm Aidon, and I will be playing Kult, the Metis Philodox Silverfang, and I go by he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Bloodied Porcelain, and I'll be playing Penthesilea, the Black Fury Theurge Lupus.
Hello, I'm Grizz, and I'll be playing Ramsey, the Hamid Arun Stargazer.
Hi, I'm Solomon. I'll be playing Thomas, the Glasswalker Ragabash Hamid.
And I am Legacy. I will be playing everybody else. Good evening, players.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Where we last left off, you guys were able to have sort of a quiet evening. There was food, there was talking, there was actual camaraderie being built between three of you. One of you had decided to call it an early evening that night after some not so pleasant sights of shadows lurking in the forest lines. Coming to find out that it is one of your many ancestors who has offered to guide you into their world. After getting to know one another a little bit, you all managed to crash fairly comfortably for the evening, with Penthesilea being the first one to take watch. Getting a chance to get to know Adam, the mage, just a little bit better. He let you know that there seems to be a place of power by the building of Pentex that is active and has yet to be tapped into. We are going to pick up from where we last left off. Where, Pen, you were taking watch.
I was.
You send Adam back to bed, knowing that humans like him probably need all of the energy that they can get, considering what you guys are going to be taking care of tomorrow. The rest of your shift goes uneventful. You manage to get a better bearings on the land around you. It's quiet, peaceful. There are sounds of animals chattering along one another. The sound of birds that best operate at night. Relaxing. And you're able to finish off the rest of your watch with relative ease. Who's next?
I think Ramsey went to bed earliest, yeah? So I'd go and get Ramsey. Could I have spent some time on my watch kind of chilling out under the moon so I can get some rage back, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Out of curiosity, what's the moon phase?
Full.
Oh, okay. That
Well,
puts me back at full. All right, cool.
Gimme. I'm cool. I'm fine. No, it's fine.
So I'll go and get Ramsey because he had the most time. And before I go to bed, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time in meditation so I can try to get some gnosis back too. If we're gonna fight in the morning, I need my gnosis.
Yeah. Take your time. Gain your gnosis back.
What's plus enigmas? Difficulty. Cool. Gnosis is full. And then I'm going to bed.
Ramsey, you're next.
Yeah. He's up.
You feel a little bit of that ancestor still inside of you. It takes comfort in the dark, and you feel that comfort. What do you want to do while you're on watch?
As Pen wakes him up, I think he'll like nod to her. Just like head back towards the center of camp. I'll take a look around and think about it, and just like he hasn't ever really meditated in his life, but while he is taking watch, he'll do the closest thing that he usually does, and he'll go through his cataforms of Hungar while he's on watch to truly loosen up and get ready for combat.
Okay. Wonderful. And I heard you getting a little excited about that full moon. Would you care to explain why?
Oh, he's just always felt amazing under a full moon.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Maybe the whole hour or anything, who knows?
Who knows?
You also you regain 4 rage if it's a full moon the first time you see the moon for the night, so.
Yeah, he is also extremely full up on rage right now. So he's just letting everything, like every codiform, he's just letting like this flow through him, this power, this energy. Yeah, he was trying to fight the irritation earlier when Penn said he didn't know what it meant to be a wolf. But there's more to it than just the spiritual side in his mind. It's just being one and communing with everything around you as well, and this side. But he takes that in. He takes the feeling of the spirit inside him, enjoying the darkness and enjoying the moonlight. And that's his watch. Okay. I think he feels calm for the first time in a long while.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah, perfect. Who do you call in next?
Thomas? Only because he doesn't want to be nice to Kult. Well, fucker. But he did the most traveling today out of all of us, actually, and he probably needs the most rest.
Okay. And Thomas, good evening.
Good evening.
Wakey. Ramsey wakes you up for your watch. And again, once that moon hits you, you begin to regain a little bit of that rage, a little bit of that little inner wolf in you. Did you have any rage points spent?
I did. I had a few from when we were fighting in the cave. So
Okay.
those are back to full.
Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. What do you do during your watch?
As I keep watch, I will also just go ahead and clean my rifle because it's been used a lot and it needs to be cleaned, or else it's going to have a whole lot of rust and other issues within from all the leftover gunpowder.
Okay.
So just basically cleaning my rifle and my pistol as I keep a watch on the area and keep an ear out for things.
Okay. Then I will have you roll me a perception and alertness.
Okay. Five successes.
another peaceful couple hours, you can actually begin to see that twilight hour where it's not quite dawn, but it's not quite like pitch black darkness anymore. And it's like that light cascade of purples and like a little bit of hint of pink where the stars seem to be at their brightest. You are able to, with your 5 successes, you're actually able to see like the tree line a bit clearer. And as you're looking out on the tree line, you notice a flash of light, and a P, just the letter P, begin to kind of like flicker on and off and on and off. And it looks like that for the first time, really paying attention, you see your target area, this building. And again, it's little P just flickering on and off and on and off. And you remember why you're here. It's because of that.
He is now basically just locked in on it. He's still like cleaning his weapons, but his eyes are just locked on the flashing P.
Wonderful. But that's how you spend the rest of your
The rest of my watch. Yep.
Wonderful. Okay. Then the last one who has yet to do his watch is Kult, and you still got a couple of hours, but maybe like a solid like 2 or 3 of moonlight before that is gone. So, if you would like, you can go and wake up Kult, or you can continue your watch.
Colt's been basically traipsing around for all of Gaia's green earth. So I am going to just keep my watch. I have gotten used to running on less sleep from time in the forces.
Okay. Kult, you gain the benefits of a full night's rest, uninterrupted.
Oh, it's paradise.
Except, is that a pigeon?
Son of a bitch.
But eventually, the rest of you wake up. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. There's a giant building that nobody quite saw before, except for Thomas now. And it hits you. It hits y'all in the it kind of hits y'all in the face for a second, because you could have sworn that building wasn't there yesterday, and suddenly it is.
Thomas is just loading up his silver rounds. Is just like morning.
Yeah. I don't know about the rest of you, but I had a great night's sleep. Bloody hell.
Ramsey's gonna get breakfast going. Something light.
Sorry, am I seeing things, or is that a building in the distance? Everybody sees that, right?
That's a building.
Fantastic.
Yep.
ST.
Yes.
I think seeing this cult's going to kind of sit by the campfire where they're cooking and just go into a meditation to try and prepare for the day ahead, if that's okay.
Sure thing. Are you trying to regain some
Gnosis, yeah.
All right. Give me that meditation roll.
What's an Enigma's difficulty 8?
Yep. So about that, can you botch these rolls?
Yes, you can.
Well, I botched it pretty heavily.
Got it.
On
Oh.
brand for me.
Oh. Yes, you did. I'm just going to check a ruling really quick. Y'all feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves really fast. Shit.
My head blows up.
Can you pass me the salt and pepper?
Sure.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but that building literally just popped out of the fucking ether.
I'm pretty sure I would have seen it.
You're gonna need a bigger gun.
I've got a few spares, and he just looks back to his duffel bag.
There you go, one in there. He has a half smile as he hands you just some eggs and like thick slice of wheat toast.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah. And how do you like your eggs?
Sorry.
It's all good.
Oh.
What's up?
I know you all don't like it. But we may want to consider using the Umbra to get close.
I'm not against it.
Even with all of the watching we've been doing and the scouts I've been sending.
Well, if that's what we gotta do.
Being
How do you
able
like
to
your-
step sideways and then step back out once we're on top of them would give us the benefit of surprise.
Listen, you can plan after you eat. How do you like your eggs?
Doesn't
Overeating.
matter.
Scramble. Got it. Oh no, he knows how you like your eggs. He already has. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not so subtly just being like, get your mind off her for a second and just enjoy the morning, even if there's a giant fuck off building in the distance.
Melt the goddamn Amazon.
Yeah, he'll look and see what Kult's doing and just scramble his eggs. It's like, oh,
Kult's,
He's getting what he's getting.
Kult's got his eyes closed, and he's clearly listening to all of you and not truly meditating, and he's kind of like rocking back and forth and shaking his leg a little bit.
Kult.
Yep, I'm just trying to shake it out a little bit.
You can't force meditation.
eat your eggs.
No. Just give me a minute. I can get in the zone here. Just give me a second.
That wasn't a
Just need
suggestion.
to- Okay, I'll eat the eggs while I'm meditating. I'm sure you can meditate while you're eating eggs.
Sounds
You
like a good
can't.
idea.
And he'll start eating the eggs while his eyes are closed.
But with that, Ramsey will look at Ben and just go, all right, if that's what we're gonna do.
Kult, while you're trying to meditate and eat, a little bit of egg gets in your eye.
Ooh, that stings. Oh, oak in the eye.
First?
Oak in the eye. And
Oh,
yolk, oak, whatever it's called. Someone, give me some water. Anybody?
I'm not gonna waste water on that, you fucking idiot.
Oh, it's stinging.
So Pen in all of this has realized that we still haven't seen Adam yet, and she's like, "Where's the mage?" And as she's walking around looking for him, she will pass Kult and pop him on the back of the head to knock the egg out of his eye.
Oh. Damn,
You know how hard it is to keep an egg cold in this fucking environment, you dick. I'll make you more.
What is it with birds and bird eggs and fuck is wrong
That
with this
was
place?
on you. Don't blame that on the birds. You shouldn't be trying
Always
to
the
eat while your
birds.
eyes are closed, dumbass.
Also, you know,
I don't
Thomas,
even-
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I should have put that too many tomatoes in last night.
It was a lot, but it was really good. I honestly liked it. Tasted
Where's
really
the
fresh.
mage?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is Adam?
Pen, give me a not wits perception and alertness.
Gonna balance it out with potatoes.
Insightful
Excellent.
specialty?
I'm gonna say no, not this time.
Keen senses, though?
Yes.
Okay. So that's pool of 6 at difficulty. What's standard difficulty for this? 6. So it goes down to what, 4 for me?
I believe so.
Because keen senses. That would be 6 successes. Jesus Christ, Pen.
I see into the heavens and I bring them down with me. Like, damn. You bow before me. Pen, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good.
Your third eye opens.
I do have that ability.
Jeez, no.
You're the one who gave it to me.
I know.
Take the glasses with 3 lenses.
Wrong game. But you go out scouting for a mage, and it doesn't take you long at all to find him. He is huddled over a tiny flame with Henry perched on his shoulder, kind of like pecking him in the head, and like looking back, and you and Henry make eye contact. And then he just kind of leaves Adam's shoulder and flaps onto yours, and tilts his head to the side, tilts his head to the other side, before looking back and seeing, ooh, eggs, and then flying off.
Oh,
And no, we're not going to think about that.
And just looks a little confused and kind of turns and like watches him fly off, and then turns back to Adam. You good, mage?
Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. I am just working on. Okay, and we're going to lift this up very gently, and he's trying to make himself some form of breakfast.
Oh my! Come eat with us.
I didn't
Come
want
eat
to.
with us. Not a question. Pretty sure you'll poison yourself if you eat that from how it smells. Ramsey's a good cook. Just say thank you, and he'll be fine.
Righto. All right. That's. I can do that. I just didn't want to impose myself on your group.
What in God's name is that spell? Ben, what's happening over there?
Are you just trying to cook?
Smells like a war crime.
The bird lands on your shoulder, Ramsey.
Oh, Ramsey will get out the crackers he keeps off to the side, sprinkle it on some eggs, and put it on a plate and just put it off the side. We're not going to think about it.
We're not going to think about it. The most concerning sight is that Henry's eating the eggs and not the cracker.
Yeah, well, you know.
We're not going to think about it.
Hashtag not my children. Hashtag not my species. I mean, whatever. But as the mage walks over, how do you like your eggs?
Scrambled, please. Thank you.
Right.
I hope you all got some sleep last night.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's rude to stand at the dinner table.
Is he lying to me?
Let's do a little roll of wits and it's not insights, empathy, I think. Yeah, empathy.
Wits and empathy?
Yeah.
Six.
And I will do an opposed roll for him.
4 successes.
Wonderful. He thinks he looks as calm and cool and collected, and maybe for the most part he does, but Pen, you've dealt with these guys for a couple of days, up to like a couple of weeks at this point. And you can kind of get the gist of when somebody might not be like the most honest about their sleeping habits. He looks, you can see it mostly like in his eyes. They look tired. He, as like a person, seems relatively fine, but his eyes are kind of like droopy. And his hands too, when you look down at his hands, they look like he's been working with them for a little bit. So you get the sense that maybe at one point he might have tried to sleep, but like not within the last like 4 or 5 hours.
And just kind of sighs a little bit. Okay. You stay near me during the fighting. You didn't sleep enough. Your reaction time's gonna be fucked.
I'll be all right. Right?
You stay near me during the fighting.
Yes, ma'am.
I got just the thing for you. And he'll pass him a big mug. Blackstrap. Good stuff. You want reaction time, that'll do it.
Thomas is already on his 3rd cup.
Yeah, it is like the thickest, most viscous, most bubbliest looking coffee he's probably ever seen.
And his nose just wrinkles and she walks away.
Thank you. And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out the ever so mighty, all-powerful sugar packet. Just kind of rips it open and dunks it in.
It is consumed by the liquid, but something tells this mage, no matter how mighty his magic is, that shit's still bitter as fuck.
Kult's just kind of like shaking his head to him, just like, don't drink it, from the side.
Can I make I wanted to be like a joke, but just like I put my intimidation to up to 4 for physical threats, but this isn't like he's not actually threatening him. It's very much as him staring him down, waiting for him to take a sip. Can I make an intimidation roll for that?
Or
Sweet.
I'll say manipulation and intimidation.
Hell yeah. Thanks, everyone. I don't even know why I want to do this. I just think it's fun. Okay, cool.
Or you know what? No, you're like staring him down, like watching him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say strength and intimidation.
Oh, that's okay. That's better. What's difficulty 6?
6, yeah.
Cool. 4 successes. Oh, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5 successes.
Okay.
Just like one hand on the chin, just watching him, waiting for him to drink it.
Wonderful. He looks up at you and kind of leans back and like puts the mug in front of his face, looks down, looks at Kult, sighs, and he takes a sip and then immediately puts it down. And he's like, I think I'm all set on the coffee right now. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thomas, another cup.
Yeah, it's mine.
There you
He
go.
just like takes in, just immediately downs it.
Yep. Ramsey pours himself a cup, drinks it. Clinks glasses.
Nothing like coffee you can chew.
So gross.
And you see him like kind of like rub like his tongue, and like some of it just kind of flicks off. Okay. Yeah, you are stronger than I will ever be. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Okay.
You're awake now, ain't you?
Awake is a word. Sick might be another. We'll get back to that later.
Here are your
Thank
eggs.
you.
Wait now.
Thank you. And he'll actually like eat at the eggs. Breakfast goes by fairly quickly. You all are able to get your nourishment in and pack everything up. And you see that building is there. It's big. It towers over the trees. And it looks like that that right behind it is one of those like reactor plants, the ones that emit the smog the smog up into the air. The wider ones, big and round, and you can see the carbon monoxide begin to actually like physically push itself out in the form of black smog. Those weren't there this morning, and now they are.
So, how are we actually gonna pull this off?
Carefully.
Because did you already send your little friends into, spy?
I've had them babysitting since yesterday.
Did they ever come back?
Legacy?
They have not yet.
Okay. She'll shake her head.
So do we wait for them or do we maybe get closer?
Well, we also had eyes inside, and she'll nod at Thomas.
Colt will kind of just
do the thing.
look over at Thomas.
Yep. Thomas will go ahead and pull out his phone again, since he's set it up to charge using one of the battery packs last night, and will check in on his connection to the cameras and see if there's been any like major events that have happened inside.
Yeah, you managed to flick through various some are overnight underpaid, overworked interns just doing business, drinking real coffee. Some are they look like coordinators, people going in and out of the building with blueprints, getting plans ready to kind of like build up into the building. They're talking with contractors and such. And you almost miss it with all the flipping and the switching of the various cameras. But one shot seems to catch your eye. And it is a room, and you don't know where this room is, but it's a room that looks like it's filled with cells. The way that the camera is angled, you're able to tell that it's a giant room with a hallway that goes in the middle, and it kind of looks like a prison. So you have like cells on both sides staring right back and forth at each other, and they are filled with people, with animals, with... You have to assume that some of them might even be your own kind. And they look hungry. And they look angry. But it looks like that whatever it is that is holding them in place is suppressing something. Because you actually remember seeing one of the women in these cells, and it was Amelia, the woman who had been your tour guide in the very beginning, or your translator in the very beginning, and she's in one of these cells. She looks like she's trying to focus in on something, but every time she tries to focus, she seems to grow more tired.
Well, shit.
Is Thomas sharing this with the rest of the class?
Yeah, he is not like keeping it to himself. He is like full on showing the feed that he's got going.
Colt will kind of just whisper to Thomas, any signs of a little girl?
KST?
Not that you see.
No, I don't see anything like that.
Can I see anything in the feed that would give me a hint as to what... I mean, because I assume that it's blocking their ability to channel rage or gnosis if there's Garu in there and they can't get themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything that would kind of tip me off as to how and what they're doing?
Yes, I will say you can give me another perception and awareness, but this time it's going to be a difficulty 8 because you're looking at it in a small screen through camera feed.
Given that this is blocking Gnosis and Rage, could I make an argument for perception and occult?
Yes, but it will be at the same difficulty.
That's fine. Da-da-da. It's only one extra dot, but every dot counts when the difficulty's that high. 7. This seems important, so I'm gonna burn a willpower.
To gain auto success?
Actually, no. You know what? I'm not going to, because we do rerolls. So forgot about that. 4 successes.
Yeah. So the first thing that you notice is, and it's a little hard to tell, because you are looking at a tiny little phone screen, trying to get a bigger picture, but you hone in a little bit and you see what appear to be some sort of rune. You're not entirely sure what it is, but it looks something along the lines of maybe a mage's magic. It's not something that the Garu ever really touched before. But you get the sense that whatever is on these runes is what's preventing whatever it is from happening.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Because this, in my backstory, we talked about my deed name, which Pen never gives out to people, being Runebreaker. And the reason why she has said deed name?
Yeah.
Does it remind her at all of the runes that she had to break?
One does. There are a multitude of them. Some are, one looks familiar, but the others don't seem to. But with that one rune, you're kind of able to get a better idea of what it might be that these other runes do. Because one's a rune to suppress kindred.
Okay. So Pen she's looking over Thomas's shoulder. Thomas looking at this tiny phone screen, and she goes, "What's that?" And she taps part of the screen until he zooms in, and then he hears a very low, menacing growl next to his ear. It's quiet, but it's there. And then she kind of looks around for Adam.
He's eating egg, and kind of giving Henry a weird look, who is also eating an egg.
We don't question it. Come look at this.
Let me. Okay.
She'll point at the one that she recognizes. That's one of ours. That suppresses what we can do.
Huh. I unfortunately don't work with runes all that often. But
that one looks mage-like.
Oh yeah, these are definitely the work of a mage.
That explain how they erected a building within about a couple hours.
Yeah, some of them are powerful enough to do that. Unfortunately, I am not. Not yet, at least. Well, not that I would want to erect a building anyway. But yeah, that is definitely mage's runes. And those are definitely some sort of, almost looks like a protective evocation. I work with sticks and branches. Some work with rocks that they carve things into and make weird things happen, like supernatural suppressants. I make bombs out of fruit.
Well, she'll tap the screen and she'll tap the ones that she recognized. That makes it so that we can't change. That makes it so that we can't leave. The way that, she'll tap she'll look at Thomas and she'll tap the pendant around her neck, which is mirrored.
Keeps anything from the Umber staying in the Umber.
Keeps anything here staying here.
Mm-hmm. No one can step sideways. Got it.
ST. Back with the flaming tree, Kult's elemental abilities managed to break whatever rune or magic was on that tree. Is there anything I would know about? Maybe I could also possibly damage these runes?
These runes seem to be a little bit different. How much does Kult know about mages?
3 dots in a Kult, so that's I'm not sure what that will buy me.
Okay.
In his backstory, Kult has made friends with other species other than the Gru, even a few vampires in the past, but I won't mention that.
I would say give me an intelligence and occult check. Difficulty, we'll go difficulty 8 again.
That's another botch.
You don't know.
I stabbed myself.
Yeah. The bird shits on you again.
Yep.
Yeah. You think too hard, you accidentally pop a vessel.
Okay. So if there are runes in that room, chances are they're going to be localized. They're not going to be everywhere. Otherwise, they would make all of Pentex's bitches that are in there unable to do anything. So, if someone can get close and break the runes, there's a whole room of potential allies.
Thomas, mate. Could you maybe try your best? And is there any way you could get a hold of the blueprints? This place. What I'm looking for is air ducts. The circulation of the building.
I could try. I don't even know if there wouldn't be blueprints for something put together by magic. But no, never hurts to check. They might actually have something together. ST.
Yeah. So if you're trying to do it through your phone, you would sorry, I'm having a brain fog. How are you looking to go about it? Trying to use it to get these blueprints.
I was thinking that I would maybe see if I could get through plug and play a connection to one of the computers and see if maybe there were like old files for like the construction of this place before the mages came together to actually make it happen, or if need be, I could try to get some power into the laptop that we have to make it last long enough to get the files, but then it would probably die.
Yeah. Especially considering that if there are blueprints on a file, there's probably a lot of other stuff on that file that may be useful, but maybe not.
Agreed.
So I will allow you to do your plug and play. Your plug and play gift. But note that if you do it, it's going to take a while, and the phone may possibly die in the process because you're still in the Amazon and still working with a relatively low connection.
Yeah, and trying to force it even with my own Gnosis and all the battery packs, it would probably drain it like no other.
But if it's something that you want to try, by all means.
It'll take a bit of time if we're wanting to get blueprints together. But if we're okay with this taking a little bit of time, I can see what I can do.
Well, before you do that, I've just been trying to think of a plan. Can I get everything together? And before you try that and go through your battery, Thomas, is there any way? And he kind of looks over at both Thomas and Ramsey. Combining you two, your knowledge, you with your murderous shit and all your gadgetry. Is there any way you could possibly, I can't believe I'm saying this, make some sort of a bomb?
Well, we've got plenty of bombs from Adam, but I don't really think I have anything on me to make a sort of high-grade explosive. I bet they have a whole bunch of shit in there that could go boom real nice.
We're not setting off any sort of explosives as long as our people are in there.
Well, of course.
Well, this is the plan. This is the plan that I was thinking. I was thinking maybe we split up into two groups. One group goes to the air ducts and sets off some of those plant bombs, get the air circulating through the whole building. Another group with me in it goes to the chimneys that we saw, coughing up all that smoke. I block it with, my shit. And we meet up at a entrance. We make our way inside. Hopefully everyone makes their way outside. We head to the prison, try and free who we can, deal with the runes there and then. It's going to be tricky with that one. And then on our way out, either we plant a bomb or I just start setting shit on fire. And maybe if there's computers there, maybe Thomas can turn off the fire sprinklers. That's what I was kind of thinking.
A little overcomplicated, don't you think?
Well, it is
your entire plan hinges on one thing that you're kind of underestimating.
What?
The enemy.
Oh.
All I was hearing in that, and I do appreciate you coming up with a plan, Kult. There's a lot of ifs and a lot of maybes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if they've got mages and black spiral dancers, or a mage, and even a mage and black spiral dancers, we have to worry about that too.
I can deal with the runes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time I've broken them.
I just thought if we can maybe get in there without, just going through the front door and get everyone
I can get in
out.
there without going through the front door. Can't take him with us, and she'll nod at Adam. Never tried to take a human over there, and I'm not sure I want to try now.
Even a mage probably wouldn't go too well.
Again, fucking mouthful of egg.
Here's a call.
There is the tiniest of little smiles at the corners of Ben's mouths at the side of him with a mouthful of egg, looking clueless at what we're talking about.
Gotta finish your coffee, then you'd understand.
Just shakes his head and goes back to eating.
And his head is like, knew that would get his attention the other way. He's like, oh god, I have to finish the coffee to understand werewolves. No.
Listen, I can get to the prison.
Are you
And I
talking
think I
about
can.
stepping?
Yes. And I think I can break the runes. Like I said, it wouldn't be the first time.
We can all do that. And he kind of looks over at Thomas and Ramsey as he says that. We can all do that, right?
You've never had to deal with these kinds of runes, Kult.
No. Just
Your gifts require you to be able to use the things that shut those down, or that those shut down.
fair enough.
Man, no offense, Kult. You keep giving me these side eyes as if you were wondering what I'm going to do in this plan. I have one job.
Kill everything.
And I think for the first time in a while, you see him have a really wide smile on his face. I
But
finally have a
big
target.
guy, I know you're a killing machine, and I love you for that. I do. But I'm a bit scared for you when it comes to mages.
Hold on. Before we go anywhere, I need to follow up on something from last night. Legacy,
Yeah.
I just remembered that at the end of last session, you said that I sensed a cairn.
You did.
Would like to go see the cairn, please. Give us some juicy buffs before we go storming the castle.
Except
I'm pretty sure
Adam,
she told us it
Adam
was
said that
the
it's
building,
right
right?
from the Pentex building, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mage or the Black Spiral Dancer are probably using them. The bastards.
They haven't been used yet, and you can still sense that. But you were given warning that it's in front of the Pentex building and therefore is probably very heavily guarded.
Oh, fair.
But at the statement, I worry for you, big guy. It's like, I can handle mages.
Okay. Knowing that we're all
Besides-
here for you.
If we're attacking the front door, the mage is going to be more worried about his test subjects upstairs.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, but
Of course, I'm not sure. It's a mage.
that's why we have him. She'll gesture at Adam, who is still eating his eggs.
Yes. He looks
What's
up,
fake, man?
kind of confused, and then just gives a small and slow thumbs up. And then you see Henry, who has finished his breakfast, just reach over with his neck while Adam's distracted and just peck.
Leave his breakfast alone. You've had enough.
Mage. That was the mage, the one who eats like a bird.
I don't know. Maybe you
We-
should have given him the coffee that makes everybody gag.
Not
I'd be
everyone.
eating slowly too. I can't even get close. How do you drink that stuff?
You're not
Y'all
Like
supposed
start-
this, and he just shotguns more.
Ugh,
to. That,
I do not drink that stuff.
it's
You're both-
like it
you're
smells
both
so
mis-
bad. I can't get
you're
close
not
to it.
supposed to breathe it in. That's not the idea.
I-
And you're not
Do you
supposed
have
to
any
enjoy it.
idea how sensitive my... Do you have any idea how sensitive my... I can taste it in the air.
So can I.
It's disgusting.
It is. But wanna know what? I'm ready to fight. So, he's gonna stand up. You go after the runes. I go through the front door. Thomas, you want to do something nasty somewhere else? Keep him distracted on multiple fronts.
Could do that, or I could give you backup if I see anything big and hairy. I can start slinging silver downrange.
Well, pop something big and come join me if you want. I
ST.
got tall, dark, and scary right there. Voice from Adam.
Yeah.
we know that the main guy of Pentex is a vampire, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, Kult kind of just says, does anyone here have any way to maybe track one of those, those leeches, this main guy? Because if so, maybe we go and cut the head off the snake. Maybe, Ramsey, if you think you can handle this guy.
What, a vampire?
I mean, he's asleep right now.
Yeah.
We've just gotta get to
Break his
him.
neck. All you gotta do is put him in a state where he won't be moving anytime soon and let the flames do the rest.
And he's asleep. He's not moving anyway.
Well, sometimes they can still wake up.
Sure, but he ain't going anywhere.
Especially not if you cut his fucking head off.
I think the real question is, in all of this, is what are you going to do, Kult?
I think I'm gonna try my best to keep a promise and see if I can find someone inside there. And he kind of gives a nod to the mage.
He'll shoot a little smile back at you. You all have the equipment that I made for you, right?
Yeah, I got the
Can you do
cherry
this
bomb.
thing? And he pulls out the little bomb fruit.
Yeah, that thing. If you are in need of a distraction or a way to drag people out, that's probably your best bet.
That's what I was saying. Put it in the air duct, Get people out of the building.
It's not a bad idea,
I mean, I can
But to
do
do
it.
that-
It's just gonna slow me down.
Well, we're gonna need the blueprints for that. We need to know where to, set these.
Not really.
No?
They're not gonna see me. Not unless they're hanging out in the Umbra.
Well, you never know.
And I could get help on the other side.
There's a Disney song that would match what you just said, and I'm not gonna sing it.
Yeah,
Good.
you better not. God says from up above.
Gaia, is that you?
Yeah.
Me, Thomas.
Yeah, Gaia hits you all with the with the DMCA
Yeah.
and says no.
Listen,
Look, it sounds like we all want to do our own thing here, but I much
don't-
rather.
we sh- Hmm.
I still think we should have a real plan here, guys.
Well, what you had wasn't like it just depended on everything going perfectly.
Fuck that. I'm just saying that instead of us, you going off to slaughter everything you see and you going into the Umbra and you helping and me going off, we should still have, an exit strategy and what our main focus is. Are we going there to bring down the building no matter what, even if we have to give up everything? Or are we going in there to save who we can and then getting out? Are we going for the whole thing? Taking the building down, saving people?
If we go in there and take out the building and we don't try to save them, we came out here for nothing. The whole reason we're here is because they're taking our people.
Okay. So saving the people.
They have to be our top priority.
And he kind of looks over at Ramsey as you say that. You hear that, big guy? We save the people, not
What the fuck
go
up,
for the
Kult?
kills. Okay.
No, Kult. That was always the plan. However, I'm not the one who can get rid of the runes. I don't have any tech. I don't have fancy knowledges. I do
I
one
can deal
thing.
with the runes if you guys can keep me safe.
I can keep you safe. Like nodding
Alright.
towards Ben. I've been staring at Kult. That's what I mean. Remember when he joked about me being the cannon?
Yeah.
That's what I do. So get them out of there.
Hey, mage.
Mm-hmm. You know I have a name, right?
Yeah. How often have you ever jumped between worlds? I mean, you're a mage. I assume you know that there are multiple. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And have you jumped between them at all?
Not for a while. My wife was really good at that. Taught me.
But you have done it.
Yeah.
All right, you're coming with us then. I wasn't gonna if it was just me, but if we're all going, you're coming with.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Which world?
The Umbra. Spirits. Spirit world.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean by which world? There's only
don't
this
worry.
one, the other one, right?
No, don't
No,
worry about it.
there's multiple. We're not going to get into that right now. We don't have time.
The whole thing.
We do not have time for a metaphysics lesson.
Nope.
Listen. If we make it out alive with people in tow, I'll give you a free lesson on the different worlds. How about that?
Okay, here's the plan. We're all going to step sideways. All of us. Everybody holds on to everyone. We're going to have to make a chain because you can get turned around in the Umbra really easily. I have a tendency to attract attention when I'm in the Umbra. We'll be fine. I can talk to them. It's cool. But do not let go under any circumstances. We're going to get in. We're going to get to the prison. Thomas and Ramsey and Kult will be in charge of keeping them off of us, while the mage and I work on breaking the runes. If we can open the prison, there are multiple of our kind who can help us fight our way out. They have to be our top priority. We have to get them out before we do anything else. And then once they're out, we can bring the whole fucking building down if we want to. One of the things to bear in mind about the Umbra is that it looks kind of like a shadowy version of here. So, Thomas, keep an eye out for anything you think could be useful to make explosives so that we know where they are, so that we can find them on our way out.
Got it.
I know you guys aren't the most comfortable with the idea of going over there. Either don't have a lot of experience or had bad experience.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
He's glaring at Kult, actually.
He waves at him.
Let's get
All
going.
right. Let's do this. She's gonna kind of gesture for Adam.
Yeah.
You are gonna stand between me and him, and she's gonna point at Kult. Because as far as she's been able to tell, Kult's the next most likely person to be able to deal with any of the stuff on the other side. So we're gonna keep the squishiest guy in the middle. So...
Hey, mate.
As he gets close to Kult, he will ask Adam if he has anything of his daughters that would have her scent on it.
And at that point, he actually reaches into his boot, and he's going to take out a small locket, and just kind of like hold it up.
Do you mind if I take this?
Give it back.
Yeah. I'll give it back.
Okay.
Takes it, gives it a smell, and kind of just holds onto it.
Okay.
You sure? You want to maybe let the rest of us get a whiff too?
Oh yeah.
No offense, but my nose has been far more reliable than yours.
It's true enough.
I was just gonna if there was time, take a look around while you're dealing with the rune
Don't
stuff.
go
But
running
everyone,
off on your own.
I won't. I've learned my lesson. And he kind of gives you a wink. And he'll
Pen's
kind of hold it
gonna-
out for everyone.
Pen's gonna take a deep breath and try to put the memory in the back of her head. And then she's gonna go stomp out the fire so that we don't accidentally create a forest fire, although we are talking about blowing up a building.
Yeah,
Ramsey
it's
takes
not.
care of it.
Only
Ramsey's
you
got
can
it. He's
start
been
them. Only you
breaking
can.
down camp while you guys are talking about the plan.
All right, everybody ready? Thomas, you got your silver?
Yep.
All right, who here has reflective surfaces? You don't need one.
I got a mirror.
I meant to say that I have like a small hand mirror for you all to use, but yeah.
I got a Zippo lighter. That's like a mirror.
Ramsey
And
will,
Pen has a mirrored pendant that she pulls out from inside of her shirt.
Ramsey has a really small mirror in the shape of what actually looks like a soccer ball, and pops it open, and there's a mirror inside, and it's all scratched up. Looks like it's really, really old.
Okay.
All right. So, we're gonna step into the Umbra.
Yes. What is the gauntlet rating for where we are right now?
You are in
5.
forest, so 5.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it changed with the big ass building, so.
Nope. You are still you are still in majority forest. So
Okay. Gnosis rolls against a gauntlet rating of 5, huh?
yes, ma'am.
Boom. It's 6 successes.
There you
Look
go.
up something real quick. I'm sorry. I don't remember Spirit
Oh,
Heritage.
hey, I got 2 successes.
This Spirit Heritage lowers difficulty, yeah? Pretty
Yeah.
sure it does. Just don't
It's
remember
me
it
and
that
Thomas
much.
being over like, she.
Just remember, Grizz, you get 2 extra dice and a -1 difficulty to yours.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang.
Man,
Yeah, remember
Benef-
you made
it's
a you shook hands
benefit.
with a you shook hands with the shadow. Therefore, when you step into the Umbra, the next roll that you make to step into the Umbra gives you that dice bonus.
Oh no, Spirit Heritage helps you with spirits, not stepping sideways. Okay.
that would be 4 successes.
There you go.
3.
Okay, perfect. All of you, I believe, all of you got the success threshold in order to step over to the Umbra. And as you all begin to look into your reflective surfaces, you can see inside of them, some a little bit more scratched up than others, but you're able to see a grayscale version of where you are. And things are wispier, more gaunt. The color of the world around you begins to disappear as you feel your forms slipping into this reflective surface. And when you finally pull out, everything's dark and gray. It's almost a mirrored reflection. Perfectly, almost. And we are going to take a brief break. And when we come back, we're gonna have some fun in the some funbra in the Umbra. Okay.
Damn it.
Why?
I love everything about that.
I look back in the mirror. I don't want to be here.
I want to get off.
fun. This is the worst ride. It cost me $20 and I waited an hour.
Pen.
Yeah.
It is almost instant for you. You step in, and first of all, it feels oddly enough kind of at home. Like, you know that this is your bread and butter, as you are the Theurge. The spirits, you are connected to them in a way that most others aren't. And as you are kind of regaining your footing in this other world, you see a multitude of different spirits kind of popping their head out and taking a peek. They seem to be very, very interested in you. And they are very funky looking too. Like, some look like wisps of air, some look like bright sun, some like flowing water, and some like the moon.
And as she's standing there, looks like a kind of like a person who has been carved out of the night sky and moonlight. She's got a vaguely humanoid shape, but as she moves, it, like, the colors around her kind of shift. Sometimes it's this deep, like, almost black, bluish purple with starlight speckled through, and then sometimes she moves and it's this bright, almost blinding silver. And there are moments where her form almost seems to flicker and shift, and she's more wolf than human, and then back and forth and back and forth. And she kind of waits very patiently for the others to show up, but her eyes are kind of constantly scanning the spirits around them, because she's been here before. She knows what happens when she shows up. She knows that really intense heritage that she has comes to the fore, and that spirits tend to take notice.
And take notice they are. Like I said, you see them. They're coming around. They're looking at you. Looking is a vague term for that, but they are around you and you feel their presence. And it, as the others begin to cross, taking Ramsey having a bit of an easier time than some of the others. The one that seems to be struggling the most is Adam, who is tried and true to the I've only done this a small handful of times with my wife. Eventually, though, the group makes it. Henry comes fucking flying out of the woodwork, having an easier time slipping into the other side than you were.
Well, Henry's spirit, so
yes.
I would hope so.
Yes.
Hen kind of gives the little bird a smile and nods at the mage before turning to make sure that the others are with her.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would Penn notice anything odd about Ramsey now that he's here?
Would she?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, you did say his spirit hasn't exactly left him yet.
No, that's
That's
fair.
fair. Is there a tether or something tied to him?
Yes. So there seems to be something inside of him. And it is it looks vaguely like a puff of black mist that shifts from that black to like a dark gray, and from that dark gray you see little speckles of blue. Whatever spirit, whatever ancestor we're gonna call it is, it's bound itself.
Can I tell that it is in fact an ancestor, or does it look like something darker?
Give me. Let's make this an intelligence and enigma roll.
Okay. Does creative logic help me at all here?
No.
Does spirit heritage help me?
Yeah. Spirit heritage will help.
Okay. How do you want me to factor that in?
Let me take a look. I will give you bonus dice.
Okay, how many? I have 5 dots.
It will provide you 5. We'll say 3 extra dice.
Okay, and what's my difficulty?
Standard.
So 6. Okay. I'm gonna willpower and reroll 3 of those, because that's awful.
Okay.
Womp womp. Man, looks like a roll I made.
I was gonna say, you keep your womp to yourself.
No, there's too many successes on that roll for
That's
a roll
fair.
that you make.
It's very fair.
Oh, that's fair. There we go. That's 5.
All right. So mark off a willpower.
Yep.
As you are looking into whatever it is that is binding itself with Ramsey, you can tell that it's definitely an ancestor, but it's not quite like the ancestors that you're used to dealing with. There is something clouding over this entity, whatever it may be. It looks semi-tainted now that you're thinking of it. And whatever it is riding on to Ramsey and doesn't look like it's gonna let go at any point.
Her eyes kind of narrow, and for a moment they go from that kind of brilliant moonlit silver to the gold that you're used to seeing in the physical world. Like for just a moment she's slightly more real and solid. And then she forces herself to relax. We're gonna have a conversation later. And then she's gonna turn back to the spirits, and I would like to speak to the spirits that have been poking out and staring at us.
Hello.
I have spirit speech, so I can talk to them, which admittedly nobody else is going to be able to hear because it's all mental, but we're not here to disrupt your home. We are here to deal with those who would disrupt everyone's. And she's going to point towards the building. Where the building should be, anyway. Are there those patrolling your world near that area?
And one who looks like she belongs, or they belong with the wind, looks out, and the movements they flow as she kind of points out to the building, and you can see it. It's in black and white, but that flicker of the light still makes itself prominent. And in your head, you hear, they are destroying. Come in. Take. Come through. Destroy.
Yes, we intend to put a stop to that destruction. Are there any patrolling the Umbra there?
Many come through. Some die, return to the earth. Some live and take and keep in and watch.
Okay, she's not giving me an answer to my actual question, so that's fine.
You're able to kind of piece together that she's saying, yeah, there's still people here.
Okay. I was mostly asking if they're like regularly sending out patrols or if it's just that somebody occasionally pops up and then leaves again.
Okay.
Into the Umbra is what I was trying to get. Like if there's somebody who is consistently here and keeping an eye out, or if it's that they pop in, do something and then leave.
That was my apologies. That was me not interpreting your question correctly.
No problem. I said it in a weird way because I was trying to do spirit talk. This is what I get.
In and out. And in and out. Same spirit. Multiple times.
What does the spirit look like? Does it go by a name?
Big and red. And full of heat. No name attached.
Does that sound like a fire spirit or like a bane? To me. Spirits can look like all sorts of things, so I'm just trying to...
Yeah. It might be a bane. Whatever this entity that's coming in and out is. Without much of a description, it's a little hard to tell. But big and red and kind of taking and killing, that definitely gives off the vibe of like either somebody who just does not care about the spirit realm, or it's a bane.
Okay. Pen will kind of incline her head. Thank you for your help. We will not disturb your home any longer.
The passage is free.
He will nod again, very respectful, and then look to the others. All right, everybody, hold on to one another and follow.
Thomas will be gripping tightly to the person nearest to him, and his form is, it looks almost like it has like the works of almost like motherboard, and then when you look at it again, it almost looks more like cobwebs and spider webs, just like tracing along his more human-looking shape.
Kult will be sticking with Adam and kind of making sure he doesn't wander.
Adam's between you and me, so yeah.
And what's Ramsey doing?
I think you just see he just looks saggier somehow, like his dreads are longer. He seems that's like his the outline of his body. It just seems kind of like fuzzier, like he's covered with it. Like, looks a little bit more like his Planos form, a little bit more naturally right now. He looks oddly comfortable, and he also looks confused at the same time. Like, he looks confused why he's so comfortable. As he's just kind of looking around.
As we are walking, Pen will kind of talk back to the others over her shoulder. Like, her eyes are forward, but she's talking loud enough to be heard. Okay, I could be wrong, but it sounds like there might be a bane here.
Can
Hopping in and out of
one
the
of those?
Umbra. In theory, the big thing to remember is that banes enhance negative thoughts and feelings. They do not create them, but they make them stronger in the people around them. They can also make humans react the way we make humans react when we're in Krynos. Similar, anyway. So, steel yourself, mentally and emotionally. Adam, I don't know what you did to... Or, I'm sorry, she would have said Mage. Mage, I don't know what you did to not be affected.
You know, the name. The name can be used. It's fine.
I don't know what you did to not be affected by us, but you might want to keep that in your back pocket just in case.
Yeah.
These kinds of spirits can take you from being a little bit sad to having depression to being suicidal, and can take you from frustration to homicide in the blink of an eye. So, steel yourselves.
As Penn says that, Colt's going to take a few steps further away from Ramsey.
If he looks like he's moving away from the line at all, Penn kind of whips around and grabs him and pushes him back into place. What did I say?
I'm not leaving you guys. I'm just...
This isn't about not leaving. This is about literally physically staying together, because this place can shift and it can move and you can be gone in a blink, and I'm not going to be behind you. Not if I'm going to keep everybody else together.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Pen's going to start trying to move faster, like pulling everybody along. She's just like, I can't. Like, I can't waste time because Cult's already trying to run away from the pack.
In that case, as Penn says that, he's gonna offer his hands to anyone to take, and he's actually gonna not even ask Adam. He's just gonna take his hand and hold it, and if anyone wants to grab his other hand, it's there to grab.
I mean, that's what Penn has basically told people to do. Create a human chain.
Off to see the wizard.
It doesn't have to be goofy. You can just grab the back of somebody's shirt. Care, but don't let go.
Nah, it's gotta be goofy.
And I'm aiming for the building and trying to get us as far into the building as possible.
Okay.
Probably looking for whatever looks like, because the touch of the worm tends to look like an almost scar in the Umbra. Like it stands out. It's really abrupt. But I imagine a place where Gnosis and Rage and Magic can't touch looks even weirder. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So Pen is angling towards whatever that is, or however what it might feel like to her, or what it might smell like. I don't know what kind of sense that would require. So
to kind of seek out whatever this might be. I am.
She's looking for the prison specifically.
The prison, okay.
That disruption, because that was the plan. We have to get them out first.
Right. So the first thing that I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll me a perception and awareness. Use your heightened senses. Or your acute senses.
I have the cute senses too. Could I use that to give her the help action?
Yes.
Cool.
Right. What does the help action do in 20th? Is it
One
just
dice.
an extra? Okay.
One die.
Just an extra die. All right. Cool. 7 dice at difficulty 4. Let's go. Would insightful help me?
I'll say yes.
Ah-ha-ha. That is more than 3. That is 5?
Okay.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I always get confused because we don't do the ones get rid of successes. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I'm a kind, courteous and humble storyteller too.
I love you, Storyteller.
Please don't kill.
I want to leave.
All right. Yeah. So I am going to have you make one more of those checks. One to spot out the prison, and one to just, keep an eye out. This second check is going to be at a difficulty high. Yeah, difficulty higher.
Can I still give the help action again?
No, not for this one.
If I beg? No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
So this is a pool of 6, difficulty 5.
With no specialty.
Oh, fuck me. All right. That's 3.
Okay. All right. Let me just... Okay. Yeah. As you are making your way towards the prison, which you're able to get like a good because it's a smell. This one's a smell. So you're able to get the smell of stale air, and I'm talking like, like when it's like really hot outside, and the air just kind of has that funky, like it's hot outside smell.
Yep.
It's that.
Okay.
It's hot, and it's it's stagnant. It doesn't move. and because of that, you're able to get a better idea of where this prison is. What is and before we go on, I just want everybody to kind of give me an idea of like what the emotional state that they're in right now is.
Pen is determined and focused. Probably a little bit angry.
Okay.
Actually, no. Now that I think about it, after what Kult pulled, Pen is combination of like protective and frustrated.
Okay.
Kult is feeling worried, probably a little bit of fear, and is maternal a feeling?
I mean, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maternal, just thinking about his own child and hopefully being able to find this child in Pentex and reuniting them.
I suspect you're thinking paternal and not maternal. Maternal is specific to moms.
Oh,
paternal is fathers.
Then that one. But yeah, and just kind of wanting to find her and kind of, reunite them.
Okay. Ramsey, how are you feeling?
I think his confusion about why he's okay with the whole thing has kind of gone away. I think he feels at home. It's much calmer than the last time he was around that he's not sure why as of yet. But I think he is nervous because this is just a place that he is inherently useless. All one way or another. So yeah.
Okay. And Thomas.
Thomas is definitely feeling nervous above all else. This is not a place he has had a lot of interaction with. He's had a couple minor interactions with a few of the weaker spirits, but to be in a place where there is actively a full-on bane is not something he's dealt with a lot. And he's just really focusing on trying to aid Pen, because this is not his strong suit as much as he wishes he could do more and be comfortable. It's just kind of itching at him.
Wonderful. Excellent. Pen, I need you to make me an unspent willpower check.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Would you consider this me battling against
Against what?
overwhelming odds of some sort? I have an advantage for willpower rolls, but it only applies if I'm basically out of my league. Or says you have the grit of a true survivor in a crisis. Determination gets you difficult.
You are breaking up, my dear.
Come on, man. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Would you consider this overwhelming odds, whatever it is that you're having against?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So make me a willpower check, standard difficulty, whatever's unspent.
That would be one success.
Okay. And I'm going to roll this in front of you. I wish I knew how to type. That would be so helpful.
Holy sweet baby Jesus.
Okay.
Humana.
Okay. I gotta see if this can work on all of you, or if it's just one of you at a time. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna spend 2 of those. Alright. As you're making your way through the through the Umbra on your way to go and save all of these people, Pen, my little spirit magnet,
Oh no. Yes.
you see an image that you haven't seen in quite some time.
Oh no.
What does your kid look like?
Oh, she doesn't know.
No?
She hasn't seen her kids since they were a baby. Like she literally gave birth and then handed them over.
Then you see a small infant. Bright, big eyes, wrapped up in a little blanket, alone. And you feel this warm connection with it.
Can I tell if it's real?
It looks real. And you hear it crying out ever so slightly.
And comes up short, just stops walking. People probably bump into her. And she's staring at this baby. And because Adam is between her and Kult, Adam probably feels her like trembling.
You all right, love? Pen,
Huh?
are you all right? You stopped.
You
You see something?
don't you?
ST.
And she's sort of like taking a tentative step towards the bundle.
And every time you get a little bit closer, I'll get back to you in just one moment, my friend. Every time, and when you take that step closer, you feel that warmth, that motherly instinct begin to kick in. And then that frustration that you feel gets a little stronger. And you're beginning to kind of battle these two emotions, and it seems like whatever this anger that you were feeling is getting a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger, and all of you begin to kind of feel those negative emotions begin to kind of like pile up. Your fear turns into terror. Your nerves turn into fear, which kind of begin to slowly incline, and this baby is slowly getting closer to you, Pen. And every time it makes like a step, you're beginning to battle with those motherly nature emotions versus that anger and that frustration that Kult has been kind of making you feel over the last X amount of days. And it gets difficult and more difficult and more difficult until the three of you see this giant red ugly amalgamation of what looks to be like half of a crab and then like half of a like rotting corpse. Pensie's baby.
And she's going towards that.
Yep.
In that case, knowing that she, got on Kult's case for him just taking like 2 steps, he knows that something's wrong. And the fact that she's going towards this, he's going to go into Krynos form, try and grab her and literally launch her at Ramsey.
Okay. You could just pick her up and pull her the other way.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing, guys.
Footballing the theurge, it's fine.
Nope.
Yeah.
She is way stronger than me, so I just want to hand her over to the stronger person.
So you're gonna pick her up and throw the person who's stronger than you.
Well, I don't want to, put her in a headlock or anything. She'll toss me around like nothing.
My point is,
I mean, if you're in Krynos, just she can't fight you.
Yeah.
That's true. It would takes you some time, right?
Well, no. I'm currently in Hamid form. If you're in Krynos, you're whatever your strength is plus 4.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll just kind of grab her and not try and hurt her, but just kind of wrap my arms around her and just say, "What are you doing?"
Sorry, I didn't want to like ruin your plan or anything, but it's like, why are you?
Well, I'm look. Kult's very scared to get his ass kicked.
And fucking yeet her into the aether.
Like, he just doesn't want to get his ass kicked by Pen, okay?
No, that's fair. It's just like I had to pause when I was just taking a sip of water and be like, no, I'm just gonna say something real quick. What?
So the second he grabs Pen is fighting and thrashing. And desperately trying to get away from him and towards the thing. And I think in the middle of all of the like growling and the sounds of that somebody makes when they're in a struggle, you just hear things like, I have to get my baby. I have to get my baby. I have to get my baby.
Yes, her baby. That giant lobster thing.
Yeah. Kult's just gonna scream at her and just say, "I doubt that's your baby, love." And he's just gonna hold on as much as he can and squeeze her.
At this point, the guy gets a couple of seconds to pass easily. Ramsey, I don't know. I think Ramsey and Thomas are just walking alongside each other. I don't think we're holding hands, but
bro, you should be.
What if we like held hands in the spirit world? He'll just like nod at Thomas, like, well, I'm gonna go kill a spirit or something.
Yep.
No, and he's gonna just shift into his own Krynos.
Okay.
Sorry.
You are going to have to make a roll for that.
Okay.
Or spend a point of rage to instantly shift.
Spend a point of rage to do that.
Okay.
Are we in combat right now? Are we in combat right now?
It depends.
Might be soon.
Okay.
If you don't, so he's going to start. He'll put a hand on the mage's shoulder in Krynos form and just say, "Hey, my Thomas." and get in front of Pen and Kult and Kult. Yeah, he'll just like look down. Well, yeah, he's probably bigger now. He'll look down at you a little bit and just say, "Get her under control, and I'll keep this thing distracted."
I'll nod at that.
She's about the only thing we have that's going to be able to handle this thing properly. And he'll start walking towards it.
Okay. Excellent. Thomas, what are you doing?
I am currently just like putting myself in between the group and the evil spirit thing and Adam, and I am preparing myself to shift into Krynos if need be. Thomas is unsure if firearms even work in the Umbra when you bring them along. But so he's just like preparing for the worst.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna read up on something real fast, just to make sure.
Can I also say that I'm backing up with her as well?
Sure.
Come to the spirit world, she said. It'll be fine, she said.
I know, right?
Wasn't prepared for there to be a bane, guys. I don't know what you want from me. Not exactly something you run into every day, even for somebody who spends a lot of time here.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that it's fine. I'm sure
Out of game.
fine.
Gonna be fine.
I don't know if Kult would know this, but are Banes just like evil spirits, or are they like a different race or something?
They're types of spirits, but they're like the big bad spirits. And they generally
I mean,
represent...
when it comes to like powers and keywords, would a spirit ability work on a Bane? That's what I kind of mean.
I think it depends. I think some abilities do and some don't. So you have to look at...
Yeah.
Okay.
Banes are basically like manifestations of like negative emotions and act.
And this one is fear and anger, baby. Fear and anger.
That's not surprising given what's going on inside that building.
Yeah, no kidding. Hell, it's probably what's feeding it. They're probably doing it on purpose.
Yep.
Probably.
Okay.
Fucking word spirits.
Alright. So. Y'all made your actions known. What we are going to do is we are going to have y'all roll some combat initiative checks.
Yay. I took Spirit of the Fray. So, yes. And not end. Smell again.
Slash init space roll. Put in your name and then your dex plus your wit. Why? Oh, like I said, you have to start initiative, I think.
Oh. Well, let me in it.
Could be in it new. In it space new.
All right, roll.
I hate that it doesn't show us what we rolled. You went dice initiative, not in it roll, Aidon.
Oh, that's the one I've got written down. Okay. So
Guys,
what was
it's
it?
slash in it space roll, then into your name and your dex plus wits.
Oh, how many pots do we have in this bitch?
So many because people can't just be happy with what we have.
Jesus.
No, it's just because we play a lot of games. So
So do you guys see where it says roll for? There we go. Okay, there we go.
I also add +10 to my initiative with Spirit of the Fray. I don't.
Oh, damn.
yeah, that's fine. We'll just
Okay,
know
so-
that you'll probably always go first.
Yeah, you are first with a score of 24.
22. I'm
22.
14.
Right. I know how to read, I promise.
So Ramsey's first.
Also, the other part of that ability is nuts because it's spend a freaking Gnosis point to get another 10, but I just can't use rage points to take more actions.
Another one.
It hasn't done anything to us. It's just.
Except to make your theurge go crazy.
Well, I was going to say,
She
it's
is-
standing there menacingly.
It's standing there.
And you're saying you're saying my baby, my baby.
my baby, my baby.
That ain't no baby.
That's a baby.
That's my baby.
That's an ugly baby.
That's no snowflake. That ain't no snowflake at all.
Focus, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, he would hear the baby thing and just be like, "That's about enough of that." He will rake. Is there stone on the ground?
A what?
Are there rocks and stones on the ground?
I mean, yes.
No, cool. I need to know that so I can activate my ability while I'm doing this. He's gonna rake his claws and stuff on the ground to gain more damage bonus. And then I guess he's gonna punch a spirit in the face. Like, I don't really. The only person to tell him what to do can't do anything to help.
Bro, you better punch that baby.
But yep, he's gonna punch the baby. Yeah, he's just gonna rush it and try to rake it with his claws. I can't. He doesn't know what else to do here. Dex plus brawl, right?
Yeah, Dex and Brawl.
And then looking at my gifts, make sure I'm remembering them right. Yeah. Channeling to spend rage point to get +2. But that's going to be And difficulty.
Probably standard 6.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Really bad. That means some willpower. And is that 1 willpower for 3? Is that how it works?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Three total.
Yep.
Okay. So it connects. I will let you go ahead and roll your damage. Which I believe for you, in you're using your claws, is your strength plus.
Strength plus 2 naturally, and then any additional successes on the attack would add additional dice.
Yep. So yours would be 6
Strength
plus 6 plus 2 plus 3.
Yeah.
Ramsey be a beast.
Well, don't forget the extra fact that Krynos gives him another 4 strength to work with.
Right. Yep.
So that was 11, that's 15, plus the 1 damage from the claws ability, so that's 15 dice.
Yeah.
Fucking Arun. Jesus Christ.
And then difficulty is 6 again?
Yes.
Ignoring all of those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 successes.
Jesus.
Okay.
I don't know how big this bane is, but that's a healthy chunk of fucking damage.
Yes, it is.
Hopefully it's still a small bane. Hasn't been feeding for that long.
Yeah, takes this, looks at me, smiles.
You think that you took a giant chunk of damage out of it.
Right.
It's a little bit hard to tell. It's a giant crab thing.
But he's just trying to get its attention, if anything.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure you have its attention now.
All right.
Me?
Yep, it is your turn. You are.
Can I roll willpower again to try and snap out of it?
Yes.
Would you consider this overwhelming odds since we're right up on top of it now?
Yes.
Oh, Tay. Thank fuck. And it was standard difficulty, right?
Correct.
Cool. Well, my inner strength merit reduces that by 2 to 4, so hopefully this works. 4 successes. Am I good?
Okay. Let me check.
Nope.
No. You still see a baby, and now you see a Ramsey running up towards it.
Was that my action?
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna call that your action because you were actively trying to resist whatever it is that is going on.
Okay. Well, then I'm done. I just wanted to know if I still needed to assume that I could act, because otherwise Kult was gonna get hurt.
Yep. Nope. Nope. All right. Up next is the. Up next is actually the crab. crab. The
People.
crab is the odd. The crab is
Use the bonus
angry.
action to sprinkle Old Bay seasoning.
No, we're not in Maryland, so no.
Chesapeake Bay, motherfucker.
Okay, so this thing is going to look at you, my dear friend Ramsey, who just attempted to who just clawed right into it. And it is going to go in and try to it's going to try to consume you and your essence, my friend. So it will make a
Wait, did you just say it's eating him?
somehow, so in one form or another, it's going to try to eat him.
Yeah,
It's basically going to try and steal his gnosis.
Mm-hmm.
I may have underestimated this crab.
I'm sorry, did you underestimate the giant speared crab thing?
First time.
That managed to trick your theurge.
Yep. The person
Is
who's
there any,
supposed to do this thing.
yeah, is there any part of the situation you thought Ramsey was enjoying? Because let me tell you, the laugh
You'd be
he
wrong.
did. Yeah. I don't want to go here. It's dangerous. It was fine. It wasn't. Ma, it's trying to eat my noses again.
It's not like a Bane's hang out around every fucking corner, guys. I didn't know.
Come on, Ma, let's go. Let's go. Right. So it got 4 successes to, oh my God, we broke BP.
What?
Jesus. It's fine. You're fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
What happened?
The Bane got to her.
The Bane got to you.
You just got a little
Did I-
fuzzy there for a second.
Oh,
So-
I wasn't even doing anything. I was looking at something on my other screen. I wasn't even talking.
It just went like a little, yeah. Just like, uh-oh. You hear that? That's it attacking you.
Discord hates me.
So it got 4 to try to get
Yeah.
them good.
So you can either take it or you can forfeit your next turn to try to either try to dodge or like parry it. Well, you're not using a weapon, so to try to dodge it.
I am. That's right. Is it a whole? Is it? I don't know. That's a dumb question to ask the storyteller. But is it like a point of gnosis for every success in this bitch? How does that work?
I mean, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah. Neither would he.
Yeah. Neither would Ramsey. All you know is giant crab.
Right. No, I don't think he would. I think he wouldn't dodge it. He doesn't know what it's doing.
Okay. So you are going to lose 4 points of gnosis.
That's rough. All right. Man, when you're right and you're... See, the thing about DMing all the time is it's like, feels like it's going to be a point of gnosis for every fun. Well, what can I do? My character wouldn't know that. Fucking... All right. Well, I'm out of gnosis. What does that look like?
That's a great question. What does no gnosis look like? Let me refer to the book.
Probably bad.
Probably bad.
So what's a gnosis? It's like your spirit juice. 10 episodes later, guys, about a spirit juice.
Okay.
That's the big sad right there. Big sad. Yeah, I hate to see.
Into what happens when you run out of Gnosis. Mostly because I didn't think I'd have to look into this. I'm not finding it.
It doesn't look like anything in particular happens if you don't have Gnosis. It just don't have it for the stuff that you need it for.
Oh, also, since we roll using our Gnosis, you can't step sideways.
Right.
So who knows if you'll be able to step out.
Why would you mention that now?
Yep. So you just lose your 4 points of Gnosis, but you don't take any real damage.
Got it.
But anyway, that is its turn. Kult, you are next.
Yeah. Cult's gonna continue kind of backing away with Pen, and once he's kind of a bit away from Thomas and Ramsey, he's just gonna say to her, Pen, look, I don't know what's going on, you and your kid or anything, but that is definitely not your fucking kid. And trust me, I know what you're feeling right now. I've felt it many a times. But here's the big secret. I'm a parent too. So I know where you're coming from. And if what you're seeing, I think I know what you're seeing. And I know that pull, that urge to get there and just help them. I get it. But if you want to see your kid again, you got to get out of here. And he's going to take out his wallet and put a picture of Eve, his daughter, in front of Pen. This is Eve, my little girl. She's the reason why I'm here. She's the reason why I'm fighting. She means more to me than Gaia, this world, anything. And if you ever want a chance to see your kid again, then you need to get out of here. And above game, can my action be to get her to roll her willpower again?
Make me a charisma and leadership check.
Okay.
And if you get over a specific threshold, I'll give her dice bonus.
I do have a specialty for this. That'd be... Did you say charisma or manipulation?
Charisma.
Okay. Difficulty 6, did you say?
Yes.
Three successes.
Pen. When you go to make your next willpower roll, you get to add an extra die.
Okay.
Every die counts.
Yeah, if that's my turn, then yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thomas. My boy.
Oh boy. Here I go shooting again.
Oh,
So anyway, I started blasting.
So anyway, I did in fact start blasting. Thomas is going to go ahead and I think he's just going to pop off a regular shot. He's not going to use Apecraft's Blessing or anything. He's just so off-put by this weird crab thing and by Pen's reaction to it that he's just not even thinking. He's just, this thing needs to die right now. So he's just going to pop off a shot with a silver round from his rifle. And he's down to 7 silver rounds, running low. Okay.
ST.
yeah.
Did you roll initiative for Adam?
No, but there's a reason.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
Adam's not looking too good right now.
Remember when I said these things have a similar effect on humans
shit.
that we
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, Adam was
Fuck.
getting ready to prepare himself for that protection, and then giant crab appeared
We
and
walked right into the fucking Bane.
yeah.
And it's gonna break our back and make us humble. But that is 4 successes.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, thank God it's not a null zone. Guns can actually fire here.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure if that is fully correct, but I'm gonna let it happen.
Null zones in general just make everything stop.
Yeah. So,
Damage that plus that. Five.
Look at you, Saul.
look at
I
that.
know.
You rolled something that wasn't a botch. I'm so proud.
Yeah, thank God
Yeah.
that we don't do ones, because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, thank God we have Aidon here to eat up all those botches today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hello there.
Hello.
But yeah, that is a 5 lethal aggravated. Don't know how Banes react to silver, so.
Interesting. I'm going to... Okay, he's really not looking good now. But that is the end of the round. And we are actually going to leave it there for the evening. We will pick up next week. And I have made some notes.
Okay.
So, thank you for everybody. Please join us next week to see how 4 wolves versus 1 crab pans out. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.